Full-time whistle's just gone, guys, and it's a massive 3 points here in the La Liga title race as we get the 2-1 victory over Atletico Madrid. The first of many meetings we're going to have with them against Atletico Madrid this season. Obviously got them in the Champions League in the quarterfinals so, twice, obviously 2 legs. So yeah, that's going to be fun to play against them. But yeah, this one occasion was in La Liga, away from home. And yeah, we got the 3 points, thankfully, in the end. We'll go over the stats and we'll have a closer look. We can say that, obviously, they went in front. Simeone gave them the lead in the 39th minute. But thankfully, that lead didn't last very long, as Marcus Rashford got us to the equaliser like 3 minutes later. He had a very good game, Rashford. Of course, in the absence of Rafinha, after, of course, he unfortunately got injured in the international break with Brazil. Then yeah, obviously this now means that Marcus Rashford, or the likes of Marcus Rashford, are going to have to step up when it matters now with the absence of Rafinha. So yeah, he definitely delivered tonight. But a big turning point in the game was Gonzalez getting a red card literally towards the end of the first half. That completely changed the whole game, in my opinion, because yeah, if Atletico Madrid started 11 men on the pitch for the second half, I probably feel like it would have been a lot more tougher. But in that second half, they basically just parked the bus, as you can see from this momentum graph. The whole second half, we absolutely dominated. And yeah, Atletico Madrid were just trying to hold out for what they had, that 1-1 draw. And to be fair, they almost were able to. But thankfully, in the end, João Cancelo created the chance. And yeah, he tried the shot. It got hit off Musso, who was pulling off some absolute wonder save, by the way, for Atletico Madrid tonight. Very, very good play from him, considering they're missing Jan Oblak. But yeah, Lewandowski off the bench. He's in the right place at the right time. Hits off his shoulder here, and it goes into the back of the net, and we get the 3 points that we absolutely deserved in that second half. But of course, there were a few concerning signs. Araujo went off injured. Well, I believe it's with an injury right after Atletico Madrid took the lead. So of course that's not ideal. Hopefully that's nothing too serious. And then the man who replaced him, Mark Bernal, he came off at when did he come off? It was like at some point in the second half. Because yeah, you can say Mark Bernal came on in the 40th minute in the first half. Then Mark Bernal had gone off in the 62nd minute for Koundé, who's now back from injury. Of course, that's nice to see. And of course, Balde is back as well. So at least we're getting some players back, but it just feels like we can't have a full squad, like a fully fit squad at the moment, because it just feels like one player comes back and then another player goes out injured for a few weeks. But hopefully that won't be the case with Mark Bernal or Araujo. Hopefully that won't be the case. But yeah, obviously there was an incident at the start of the second half where it looked like Jar Martin had been sent off, and of course then it would have been 10 men against 10 men. But after the VAR review, the red card got cancelled. I mean, I can see why some people might think it's a red, but the replays did show that he got the ball. John Martin got the ball, and yeah, there's not really much else he can do. He can't put his foot elsewhere. The momentum that he's had, obviously kicked the ball away, and then he can't help where his foot's going to land, can he? Of course, it's not ideal. The freeze frames, yeah, they don't look nice, but obviously, what else is he supposed to do? He can't just magically teleport his foot away from, I believe it was, I'm not too sure it was, I think it was Thiago Armada. He can't just teleport his foot away from his leg. So, yeah, the right decision in the end, realistically. But yeah, overall, looking at the player ratings, Yamal got man of the match on football, but of course, the actual man of the match ended up being Musso, the official La Liga man of the match. Looking at the players, of course, Cancelo had a very good game. Juan Garcia, he didn't really have much to do today, for the most part. So, especially in that second half, he might as well just got the newspaper out. So, fair play to Juan Garcia. Defense was solid for the most part, I'd say. João Cancelo, again, having a good game at left back, and if he continues to keep this form up, Cancelo, I think Balde is going to have a very tough time of getting back into the starting 11. Jan Martin and Kabazi, again, complementing each other very well. Eric Garcia doing well whenever he was called upon. I mean, he had a load of positions tonight. Right back, CDM, centre back. The guy can pretty much play anywhere. He's that good. Pedri, of course, dictating the play in the midfield again. Fermin Lopez, it wasn't the best of games for him today. There was a few chances in the first half that he had that he could have done better with, especially the one, I forgot what minute it was in, but he was through on goal after a beautiful through pass from Lamine Yamal, pretty much splitting open Atletico's defence, and then Fermin had Rashford completely free on the left-hand side. if he had just got his head up and found him, but unfortunately he didn't see him and he took the shot on, and yeah, it resulted in nothing. But if Furman had got his head up for that one, he would have seen Rashford completely free, squared it across, and Rashford would have tapped in, and then yeah, we probably would have, and yeah, we would have took the lead in that moment. This was when it was 0-0. So yeah, not the idealistic game from Furman, but yeah, he'll bounce back from this. Lamine Yamal, of course, didn't get a goal contribution tonight, but some of the plays he was making were absolutely exceptional, especially in that first half. Two of the passes he made outside the boot, he's unbelievable, isn't he? He's got the goal scoring touch, and also he's got the playmaking ability as well. So long may that continue from Lamine Yamal. And yeah, I mean, he had some good dribbles as well and a good few chances in front of goal. So yeah, it's not like he just completely did nothing. So yeah, Lamine Yamal, he's just him, isn't he? Rashford, of course, getting a vital goal. Like I mentioned at the start, of course, it's going to be a big period for him this. With Rafinha being out injured, he's going to be getting more game time now, you'd imagine. And yeah, getting himself a goal tonight will do his confidence the world of good. And yeah, Danny Olmo getting the assist for that goal, Rashford goal as well, in that false nine position for the most of the majority of the game. Doing quite well there, Olmo. It seems like whenever we play Olmo in the false nine, he always does quite well. So I think we should start to see it a little bit more. But yeah, Lewandowski came off the bench and got the winner in the end. Super Lewandowski, he is him. Even at the tender age of 37, 38, he's still doing the business. Now, what that means for the La Liga table is that thanks to Real Mallorca beating Real Madrid earlier on today, we go 7 points clear at the top of La Liga. Absolutely beautiful stuff. It really is. Like, honestly, the sooner we can wrap up the La Liga title, the better, because then we can focus more on the Champions League. And now that we're 7 points clear, we've got a very good buffer in La Liga now. So, yeah, we could afford to maybe rotate in our next La Liga match against Espanyol. But, yeah, we'll just have to see what happens in that the Champions League game up against Atletico Madrid, which, of course, is coming up on Wednesday night, sorry. So, yeah, but there's 3 games against Atletico Madrid in the space of, like, a week. Like 2 weeks. It's absolutely insane. But yeah, this first leg against Atletico Madrid, of course, it's going to be huge. And yeah, definitely keep your eyes out for that, guys, when we do the match review for that one. And of course, the watch along as well. That'll obviously be on the channel as well. But yeah, thank you for watching this match review. I do appreciate it. If you have enjoyed the video, feel free to give the video a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you for the next one when we take, obviously, match review in this game, as you can see, up against Atletico Madrid in the Champions League quarter-final first leg. Vamos!